What's up everybody? Welcome to another edition of Ed Snare TV. I'm your host, Ed Snare, where I will be talking about iron-on Velcro. Now the reason why I'm going to be using iron-on Velcro is so that I could put patches on my backpack. Now some people will say, well, why don't you just iron on the patches directly on the backpack? Well, I like to change things up a little bit, and I like to change maybe how I feel on my backpack. So one way of doing that is being able to use Velcro. That way I could take it off and put it back on again, or take it off and put something else in the exact same place. Well, a backpack's only so big, so you can only put so many things on there. And maybe your mood is very, very happy one day and you want happy patches. And then one day you might want to have very, very violent patches. Now, that's not me personally. I'm a happy guy. But if you are looking for patches, you may be looking at different things for you. Now, there are Star Wars patches out there as well. So if you are going to maybe a Star Wars event, you want to represent those patches, you could flap them on there, nice and easy, and then take them off when you're going to go somewhere else. Now, I use one of my patches to say who I am. And a lot of times that's what people do. People use patches to identify who they are as a person. And sometimes that changes from day to day. Sometimes you just want to be able to take off those patches and put it on a new backpack just in case you have an old backpack, you're just changing it out, or even if you just want to replace it to different bags completely. So, without further ado, I'm going to be showing you what you guys all have been waiting for, how to put these things on. So what I'm doing today is putting Velcro iron-on onto my backpack. So basically what it is these soft pieces I'm going to be putting on the backpack so that I could put morale patches on my backpack. Now I've been looking for a backpack that would allow me to put patches on there. Such as these, one for California because that's where I'm from, and one for Arizona because that's where I'm at. So, and one for the USA because I was born in the USA. Born in the USA. Okay, and then I have my name because when I go to the airport, that way nobody steals my bag thinking that it's theirs, but when you see my name on it, guess what? They don't pick it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna iron these on here. So I already cut these up. This came in one big long one. So what I had to do is I had to cut them up in little pieces to save time in the video. I already did it. So I will be showing you guys how I do it here. I'm gonna put 3 up here, 2 down here, and then a couple on both sides. So I'll have my USA on top, my states on the sides, and then my name somewhere in the middle. So the first thing you need to do when you're about to do this is you need to take off this little plastic piece that's on the back here. Okay, and then you put that right on here. And they said to use cloth because you don't want to put the iron directly on here. Voila! As you can see, it's a black on black, so I don't know if you can see it, but you can see this strip right here is now ironed on. We're gonna test it when it cools, but I'm gonna put all the other patches on, and then after that, you can tell me what you guys think. So welcome back, everybody. So after I iron them on, basically I put something over it, like I said, 90 seconds on each on each of them, and I just kind of rubbed it in there. Now, I started doing both of them in patches. So I did the first one, you guys saw that. I don't know if you guys could see it there, because it is black on black, but I actually put these two on at the exact same time. Now, on this side over here, I don't know if you could see that, but you can see all of them over here. What I was gonna do is I was only gonna put a little bit, I was only gonna put 3 strips here. There are 6 strips here because on the other side of this backpack was this charging port, and I didn't even think about it at the time. I didn't even measure it, and I thought, oh, it'd be really cool to have one right here, but this gets in the way. So I had to improvise a little bit. So I did put all of them right here. Now, ideally, I would love to have my backpack have these all over my backpack. That's just me. That way I could put whatever I want all over the place because I like a lot of different things, as you guys know. Now, I waited a while. This is about 10 to 15 minutes of letting it cool. And now I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing as far as patches are concerned. The first one is right here. I'm gonna put that right there. Boom, just like that. You can see it actually hooks right there. So obviously I left a little bit of room right here on the sides. It's because if I wanted a bigger patch of something else, I could put it right there. All my patches that I got were at the actual 511 store here in Arizona. This was the only place I could find patches. You can't get them online. I did see that you could get morale patches on Amazon, so I'll definitely put a link down below of these patches as well. So now that we got the USA patch on there, I'm gonna put my nameplate on there. Put that right there. See, put that right in there. And then that way, I could always take it off if I don't want to, or put it right back on there if I know that I am going somewhere where there's gonna be multiples of these, or if I'm in a big group. I always like to do this. Sometimes when I travel, you go in big groups and you're carrying luggage around. I carry my backpack everywhere I go. Sometimes when I travel, I don't want people to know that I'm an American, because sometimes when you go into places that may not really like Americans, then I would put a Canadian patch. No, I'm just kidding, I don't do that. But I'd just leave it blank like this. And then, for whatever reason, my California patch went MIA on me, so I will put that right there. And I have my Arizona patch because that's where I currently live today. Eventually, I want to have patches of everywhere I go as well. So eventually, this whole backpack will be covered with patches. Thank you all for watching. I know if you haven't done it already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, tell me that you love this. If you haven't already, you can comment down below. Tell me what you use. Maybe you use something different. Maybe you use the Velcro that's sticky on the back. Tell me what works better. This is for everybody out there. I'm just trying to help you guys out and show you what I like, but maybe the world could tell you what they like as well. I'm Ed Snare with Ed Snare TV. Make your next day great.